Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sun Up on 7. It's a pleasure being here with you. It's time for our first conversation. Let me share that we're joined by some lovely ladies from the Ministry of Tourism and Diaspora Relations to talk about a COVID resilience program for women. It's going to be an interesting conversation. So today we're going to find out what the program is about, the objectives, and how can you participate in this program. So if you're a female out there or you know somebody that can benefit from this program, please tune in. And let me remind you that if you miss any of our segments, you can go on our Facebook or YouTube channel for you to do not miss out on anything. And by all means, share within your network. And let's keep the conversation going. Let me introduce our guest. We have Ms. Jonelle Hemmans, the Business Development and Investment Officer.
Yeah.
Ms. Jonelle, good morning.
Morning.
Thank you so much for joining us on our couch. How are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Excited.
Excited. We love it. We love it. Ms. Leanne Garbutt, Tourism Investment Officer. Ms. Leanne, how are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Yeah? You fine? I like your smile, you know. It's really nice. And Ms. Darian, Coye Edwards, Tourism Investment Officer as well. How are you, Ms. Darian?
I'm great too.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. It's going to be an interesting conversation. I'm sure there are going to be people plugged in and ready to participate in this. We're talking resilience, relief, post-COVID. You know, everybody wants to have a come up right now. So it's about that. Yeah.
That is true. Before we get into our conversation, I just want to say I love their outfits. If you don't notice that everybody have a different one on, did you guys plan that?
No, it's
No.
just what we wear.
Because man, it look good, right?
Right, that is
Jules,
true.
we need to work on something back here. These ladies be killing it. We want to kill too as well.
That's a good observation.
Loving the look, guys. I'm just thinking, the look kind of dives into how amazing these programs are. So tell us a little bit about the inception of this. Why decide to do a resilience program for COVID and for women specifically? So I guess I could get that to Ms. Jonelle.
Okay, so as you know, because of COVID or any external shock, our tourism industry usually faces some challenges. And so our MSMEs had a lot of challenges impacted on them by COVID. And even prior to COVID, there were some fundamental challenges that they were going through. So when we looked at the stats, there were about 94% of businesses that had been impacted by COVID, and 24% of them were women-owned. So we decided to hone in specifically on this component to see how we could assist them to just upgrade their businesses, to assist them with COVID and to assist them with some of the fundamental challenges that they had prior to COVID as well, too.
Interesting. So I know you mentioned challenges. Would you give us maybe one or two just so we can understand the situation?
Yes, so, well, of course, access to finance is definitely a problem. And then when it comes to your operations, how they trend, how they're operating now to meet market demand has been an issue. And some of their fundamental challenges, such as marketing, registration, paying for their fees, they're unable to do it. Lack of finances cripples all the other aspects, right? So we're trying to assist them to diagnose their business, to look at the different strategic components, to see where they could actually optimize in the future, and actually help them to meet biosecurity protocols, to meet the minimum requirements that BTB is requiring as well now, and to digitally transform their business and to optimize their online service model. So we have 3 components that we plan to assist these businesses with over the next couple of months.
Wow.
I love
sounds
it.
like a really jam-packed and
Exactly.
completely
It's a full
necessary
package. Yeah.
Very
program
necessary.
too
Yes.
as well. So I want to go into the components of this program. What you said there are three different components that you're going to be looking at. So Ms. Darian, could you share with me the different components that you guys are covering?
The first one is we're going to diagnose the business, see exactly what they need, etc. And then the next step is to transform them, to help digitize their operations, to just make their business operate a lot easier. And then the third component is to aid them to help meet nationally recognized biosecurity requirements.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 components that we want to assist them with.
Oh, all right, thank you. Ms. Leanne, can you share with us the modality of how this program is going to go about? And I love to hear that because we're doing a basing to see how is your business been post-COVID, how can we get it better? Of course, everything is going digital right now, so it really puts your name out there. But how is it going to work out? Is it like you're going to come to seminars, you're going to be doing virtual?
Well, as you mentioned, we're going to diagnose these 30 businesses. So we want to hire a consultant to do a needs assessment so that we can know the specific needs that they are facing because of COVID and help the government to better understand what challenges they're facing.
So when this consultant come and give us the information, we will also go out with them and identify what is the problem.
Yeah, so we're doing field visits, as she mentioned.
Yeah.
We're hiring a consultant to do the 3 components. We have 3 different consultants addressing the different components, and we will do field visits. So we're targeting 30 women-owned businesses in 4 specific destinations: Coye, Kikaka, Placentia, Hopkins.
Okay.
So on average, maybe about 8 businesses per destination.
Okay.
And we're going to go in physically and, 3 of us, along with the consultant, to understand industry. These people come in part-time to do a job for us, but we're here permanent at the ministry, so we have to understand what's on the ground. So we're going to go with them, and hopefully the outputs of this project can spill off into other areas as well.
So we really want to remind these women that if they want to apply, they can contact us directly or via our email so that we can help them in the application process.
Yeah, Darian can tell you.
We are really hands-on with that.
So Darian, you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so to apply, it's very easy. We have the link on our Facebook page and also on our website. And we want to really elaborate that if you have any problems or any hesitation about applying, feel free to call us, to email us, reach out to us, because we want to help you.
Yeah, we actually have a meeting today with 20 to 30 women at Kikaka to assist them with the application process and just to provide them with more information. So we have other site visits to conduct at the other destinations to engage. So it's not simply we put we have the form online and we're leaving it there. We want to
Figure it
actually
out.
engage. We need to engage people in this process. So we're going out in the field, making them more familiar with us, and also just knowing what's on the ground as well before we start executing.
Yeah.
So I noticed you said that there's like 30 spots, right? But then you mentioned just now that you're going to Kikaka to talk to like 29, 30 women. So I know there's a capacity that you're building here.
Yes.
So would this program be rolled over again to a next group of people? Is it something like that where you can be able to see that happening? Because I didn't imagine that people feel applying.
step at a time.
Yeah, we're hoping that the program goes smooth and everything goes well, and the outputs are actually, what we want from it, and we could approach Taiwan again to see if we could carry it on to another destination, so we could, maximize the efforts that we're getting out of this.
Okay. It's really cool that the 3 of you are here and you're the ones that are going to be out there in the community so they can familiarize. So if you see your face out there, you'll be like, oh, they're the ones doing that program. So it's really helpful for people that are looking at this conversation. I want to talk about the eligibility of persons to participate. Is it any kind of like tourism-oriented business?
Well, we have
how does it
specific
work?
tourism subsector,
Okay.
hotel, tour operator, a gift shop, restaurant, or any transport service.
Oh,
And does it have to be, is there like a year? Because I know there was a lot of COVID businesses that opened up. So are we looking for businesses before COVID? Can it be somebody that just started like in 2019?
So this is a part of the evaluation criteria, right? And then having to do the field visits as well, what's on the ground. So there's different criteria that we're using to evaluate the business, which we will select, right? So we know, if it's new, maybe it's not on the ground yet, but maybe it has good qualities, or it's at a prime location, where there's throughput and you could actually invest in it to make it better. So there's different variables that we will compare before selecting the business as well too.
And so how long this program is going to be? Like right now we're in the application stage, so now with the cipher through and see who can be able to qualify. And when would it roll out and how long would it be to as well?
It expires in December.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we have a decent amount of time to as
But
well.
deadline to apply is July 28th.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right on the corner.
Yeah, we've been advertising for about 2 to 3 weeks now, right?
Perfect. Okay.
That's why we're here.
Yes, of course. Thanks, Leanne. I know, girl. So that's going to be great. So 28th of July.
Yes.
Right, that's the deadline to apply.
Yes.
And then when would they know that they're selected?
So we're going to give it about a 3-week period. And we have a committee that we will form with other associations just to ensure everything is fine and that we're making the right decisions. So about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, we will review.
And so I have to ask that question now because people like, Lee, how I never get selected, that kind of thing, right? So could you tell us a little bit about, more or less how this committee, who's going to be making up of this committee so people can know that there's transparency, that, they're not selected. they're selected because they were supposed to be in there, whatever it is.
Yeah, well, we have members from the BTB, members from different stakeholders that we work with. We have different projects in-house as well. So we have procurement officers who are familiar with these processes and individuals that work at Beltrade or different sectors that we could call to just meet with us to just evaluate these businesses. So we do have a panel in place. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
There's a panel of persons that have the capacity to.
Yeah.
Yes.
How you know people
Yes.
like us
Definitely
and people
might
like they're like, how me never get selected? That must because of this or you know. How, but definitely they're experienced people that have been there. They know and they understand, and that's why whoever's going to be selected is being selected because they are in need of these services and this program definitely. And it runs out till December. You mentioned, right?
Yes.
And so I said Keycocker, Placencia,
Cayo,
and Hopkins.
and Hopkins. Those are the 4 specific places, and if it's good and we get money again, fingers crossed, girl.
It's going to be good.
Yes.
It's going to be good. It's
Yes.
something really meaningful and important for a
Yes.
lot of like businesses, and
Especially the small business.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Definitely.
thinking how important it is to have a diagnosis in the first place. I don't think, because everybody, fisherman now said a fish thing.
Yeah.
So, and it sounds so bad if you say, but that's the truth. Like, you're going to always think that, I'm doing great. But when you have a professional come in and evaluate and say, no, you need to work on this more. This is where you're lacking. This
Yeah.
will help your business.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that goes a long way.
Documenting the processes of your operation is very key. We don't do business planning. We don't do a lot of that formal stuff that we need to have in place to actually see a business succeed 5-10 years, right? So having stuff documented lets you see and gives you milestones for you to look at and to progress, for the future. So we hope that we could definitely execute this project,
You will.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You guys will, it's our powerhouse right here.
Yes.
Of course.
Girl
Yes.
power. And then, yes, we have females leading this
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see what you did there. I love
Looking
it.
out for each
I
other.
love it.
Right.
And
can you take the opportunity to highlight your partners that are working on this? Because it's the Ministry of Tourism, but you're also working with other technical members. Can you
So
share?
very key is the Taiwan Technical Mission because they're funding the entire project, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for helping us, collaborate and creating the partnership between the Ministry of Tourism and Taiwan.
Beautiful.
Awesome. And so as we're wrapping up this segment, just tell it to me one more time for all those people who are listening out there wondering if they should apply or not. Why should you really make sure you put your best foot forward and just apply to be a part of this program?
Yeah. Well, we're in the post-COVID pandemic era, and everybody needs to get back on their feet and to elevate as well. And if you're interested in receiving technical assistance to boost your business, we're here for you. So please give us a call, send an email, the links on the Facebook page, on our different social media platforms or website. So please search, call. We're ready to assist you.
We're ready
Can
to
you give
help.
us your social media handles and stuff like that so people know?
It's MTDRBZ.
MTDRBZ.
Yes, Ministry of Tourism, and Diaspora Relations. That's it, and you'll find us.
Okay, perfect. So guys, look out, follow, be on, the alert for everything, and apply. If you don't understand the application or something, right?
Just
call
email
us.
us. Just call us, and we'll be
Call
more
me.
than happy to
See,
help.
they're ready, they're waiting. They're standing by the phone right now, If you're phone ready right now to be able to take in your concerns. But women out there, you guys, you are a force to be reckoned with. Don't deny the advantages of technical assistance in this form, guys. It's going to be amazing for you. So take advantage. So thank you so much, ladies,
Thank
for
you too.
putting
Thank
this
you.
forward,
Thank you.
Looking at the stats and seeing what we need and now acting accordingly. So it's going to be amazing.
Yes.
Deadline is July 28th.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So-
one time we extended an invitation. So when the project is completing, please share with us, how the project went,
Yes,
who were your beneficiaries, and that kind of thing. So
We would love to
you
do
don't
that.
know, you already have another date with us.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
This time you're going to provide food, though.
we don't mind. We'll bring some snacks, right?
Love it, love it. So guys, apply. And with that, we have to apply a commercial break. And so when we are back, we're going to change up the conversation and we're going to be talking about the Mangrove Half Marathon, a virtual awareness run happening July 16th to August 1st. So stay tuned for that exciting conversation. We're already in that time, so let's see how you can jump into that marathon.
Right.
We'll be right back.